Sagittarius, a lot of things are shifting. You're about to really come out the other side, moving into this new calendar year in a really benevolent light, and potentially new dreams and new opportunities that you're not even aware of yet will be presented. So let's dive into that, shall we? So this Capricorn season, a lot is going on for you specifically. Venus retrograde in Capricorn for everyone up until the end of January. Mercury will be retrograde for everyone starting mid-January. However, the South Node will be leaving Sagittarius as of the 19th of January, I believe. So with that being said, this is the final season that is wrapping up an 18-month cycle. The energy that was coming through and I was channeling, especially when we're going through a South Node transit, it can feel like we've had to go through a lot of karmic lessons, a lot of purging, a lot of releasing, a lot of letting go, and sometimes having to let go of things that really meant a lot to us, loved ones, opportunity, dreams, and goals. And just because we let go of it doesn't mean it's going to come back, but it didn't make that decision to have to let go of it that less painful at that moment. What I was feeling, Sagittarius, was this energy of laying low, of just all this energy going on around you. And it's like, I don't really want to engage with all that right now. I need to do what's right for me and just focus one step at a time. It's almost like all this smoke was going on around you and you were just able to stealthily get past it all. So it's kind of not getting caught up in the frenetic noise, not getting caught up in other people's drama, and doing what's best for you. If there's any loose ends that you need to wrap up, if there's any commitments that need to be completed so you can open yourself up for what's to come, that's what I would really implore you to focus on this Capricorn season, because once we move into Aquarius season, huge. That South Node transit will be over. Also, your ruler, Jupiter, is moving into its other home sign of Pisces starting the 28th of December. So that energy is also really going to benefit you for all mutable signs, but especially Gemini and Sagittarius. There's going to be a shift in energy where it's not going to feel so heavy. It's not going to feel so intense. And given that Jupiter is in a very strong sign, it's also going to benefit you, and a lot of choices and opportunities are going to be presented to you. I pulled 6 cards, given that we're moving into a 6th year with 2022. So the first 3 cards, 10 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands, and the Sun. Pretty awesome cards to start up this reading. So for me, Sagittarius, this is kind of deciding what you may have wanted in the past, what you thought was your happily ever after, really evaluating that, taking what's serving you from that narrative, from those dreams, but then questioning it with that 2 of Wands, making a decision saying, is this all that I want? Is this all that I'm capable of? Or have I learned through the trials and tribulations of the past 18 months, knowing that I'm more powerful than I gave myself credit for, that there's so many opportunities or lands to explore, that this is just the beginning. And it's almost like the universe wants to stretch you even more, for you to go even bigger, for you to go even more grand. And so yes, there's parts of you that you inherited from your childhood, from your family, from your community that feel safe, that are great. But the universe is like, no, bigger. It wants you to know that everything that you're desiring, everything that you want is coming through. But first you have to make that choice. Making that choice that you're committed to a life that's going to be much more grand, enjoyable, beautiful, and not just be okay with what you've experienced or goals that may have been satisfying before, but now you know that there's more. You know that there's more out there, and you know you've went through a lot. You went to the underworld and back many times. You've sacrificed a lot. Now this is your opportunity, if you so choose, to get all of that karmic blessings back tenfold. Also, the bottom 3 cards on this spread representing our subconscious energy, we have the 2 of Pentacles, we have the 8 of Pentacles, and we also have the Hangman. So like I said, there is going to be some work involved. You're going to be navigating and bypassing certain smoke screens or certain frenetic energies that are not serving you. Especially with that Two of Pentacles being below the Ten of Pentacles, you may be shifting money around. Some of you also may be asking for money or financial assistance from people that you love, and it's not allowing the pride or ego to get in the way, knowing that you're going to be using that money to really benefit that sun energy, knowing that any sacrifice, any work that's being made for that greater soul purpose, your higher alignment, this higher frequency is going to serve you. And for some of you, it might just mean that you're shifting money around from where it's going to be divided in your family, in your household. So it's like, we have this much for leisure, we have this much for personal development, we have this much for our rent or for our mortgage, or what we could put forth for that in our lives, and what we are now shifting and making room for in the future. This can also mean as well that you're going to be working from home or shifting into creating another income stream that's going to be readily available to you, so you can work really diligently as well. If there is a part of you that wants to focus in on an area of your life that's intuitively feeling called, again, it's trust that intuition, because it does kind of feel, Sagittarius, for me, of what feels safe versus what you know you want. And so what feels safe could just mean that you know you can do this. There can still be room to expand in this safe energy, but it isn't satisfying, it isn't filling all of your needs. And the universe is asking, can you trust me to just let go, to be still, to receive this energy of the sun? It's interesting. It's like, once you get here, we got you. You could just let go and allow these blessings in. And it's just deciding. We have two cards here. We have the Two of Wands and the Two of Pentacles. So it's making these choices. It's investing the money, the time, the energy, committing to all of these factors, and then just allowing the universe to come in and bless you, which I know sounds easier than actually performing these acts and having faith, especially after a South Node transit during the past 18 months that we've all experienced. But knowing that the sun is there and the Hangman, it's like, let go. I got you. And so if you can prepare yourself, massive growth, massive expansion, everything you've ever wanted. What's wild, Sagittarius, is that the bottom card, the bottom two cards, we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Tower. That's for me what it is feeling like. It's like blessings you haven't even experienced before. Everything you've ever wanted, but certain things are not going to be able to continue to come along. There are certain things that in your mind have felt good in the past, but the universe is like, you need to trust us, that even if it may feel uncomfortable or messy, or that you can't help everyone or bring everyone along for the ride, that we're making space for so much more. It's almost like it keeps saying, it's like, no. And this is kind of coming through for Pisces as well. So if you're a Pisces with Sagittarius energy, this can be twofold or that much more prominent, but it's like bigger, bigger, bigger. We want you to go even more. Like, you're not going big enough. We want to keep expanding this energy. So that can also mean with the sun and the Hangman, from a subconscious standpoint, of you need to take time to actually visualize the feeling, the energy of this grandiose life, and not distract yourself with these worldly matters or different fears or stressors around money or jobs you're currently engaging in. What is that dream life? Kind of going back to when you were maybe a child or before the pandemic. What did you always want to pursue? What is you've always wanted? Still having faith that that is yours and not settling for less. Envisioning it every single day. Maybe even being around solar-like people or individuals that make you happy, that you can just enjoy their energy, their time, laughter, and quite simply, maybe even being in the sun. The Hangman is like, we just want you to be on a beach and be near the sun, which I'm sure for many of you, hopping on a plane and going somewhere warm is not too much to ask. So play with that. It can even be nice energy and downloads coming through when you're outside or when you're in that sun, and just basking in that energy and allowing for that energy and love and downloads to come through. So I want to also pull a few cards. I've been doing this for every sign, given that we're moving into a new calendar year. Just a few cards to ponder this energy and to reflect on the symbolism. Every other sign, it's been like 1, 2, or 3, but the universe says 4 for Sagittarius, so you guys get an extra card. So 4 cards, please, for Sagittarius. What do they need to know? What can they focus on for this new year? This came through for another sign. I can't remember which one, but it's like this snake energy, shedding old skin, this transformative energy of what even you're wearing, it doesn't actually reflect what you want or what you're wanting to move into. So it's a great nod with Venus retrograde to go through your closet, what you're wearing, what you're absorbing with regards to media, music, TV shows, movies, and just releasing and letting go of anything that feels outdated or not aligned with the sun, with that purpose, with that new goal that you're cultivating. Shedding skin in general. Also too, in terms of like a body scrub or a facial or something that can also just like release old dead skin cells, cleaning your home, purging, letting go. These are all things that I would highly recommend doing moving into the new year. Cool. Yeah. Okay, so some extra decisions as well. It's like very prominent here. First 2 cards, 8 of Wands with the 10 of Swords. That healing is going to happen. That feeling of maybe like you've been rock bottom or you've gone through this death and rebirth so many times. There might be one more that you're going to experience, but it's going to hit hard and it's going to hit fast. It's like, it might even feel like potentially the straw that broke the camel's back, but trust that whatever you come up against or that frustration or that fear, it's meant to release what's no longer serving you so that after the 10, we start brand new. And also some of you are gonna have to decide if the relationship that you're currently in is actually serving you. If you're engaging with a lover or any intimate relationship, friend, colleague, family member, certain relationships that you're in, I do think it's more intimate and that would play well with this Venus retrograde energy. You have to decide, is this actually serving me and pouring into me or not? And some of you may need to release that to welcome in this greater energy, because now that's the other 2 cards in the major arcana. So you have all the 2s, all the decisions, Sagittarian. So 2 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles, and now the 2 of Swords and the 2 of Cups. So of course the universe wanted me to pull 4 cards so that all 4 of them appeared in this reading. So make your decisions wisely, make them from a place of love and expansion, connecting to your higher self and that soul purpose, and you're gonna be good to go, okay? Good. So that is my general reading for you all for this Capricorn season. If this reading resonated and you want to say thank you, all tips and donations to support Stillwater Alchemy are always appreciated. I'll put the link to our PayPal in the description below. If you want to book a one-on-one reading to go into this further, my availability is now updated on our website. Please note that after the first week of January, my books will be closed indefinitely as I have some new projects and content that I'm going to be creating in the new year. So stay tuned for that. And if this reading really resonated, feel free to share with a fellow Sagittarius that could also benefit from the message, okay? Thank you all for watching. I hope you had a beautiful birthday. You got to celebrate and be surrounded by loved ones. And enjoy this Capricorn season. Lots of opportunity for change and evolution. You got this, okay? I'll talk to you later. Bye.